CEO of Hogan Corporation. Ethan Hogan has severe germophobia and OCD. Not a single speck of dust can be in his sight. Most importantly, Mr. Hogan absolutely hates being touched. Keep your distance while serving him.
Yes, Special Assistant Woods.
Ethan, you're here.
What are you doing here?
Uncle Hogan sent me. Ethan, from today on, I'm your special assistant. Ethan, this is my first time on your private jet. I'm so excited.
Be quiet, or you can get off.
Once we take off, let's see how you can kick me out then. You can leave. You're not needed here.
Okay, Special Assistant Woods.
This is something new from abroad. Ethan, I'm definitely getting you today.
Why is it so hot? What did you do?
Ethan.
Don't touch me.
Ethan, I've liked you for 10 years. To May, do you really feel nothing at all?
President Hogan, what happened? Are you feeling unwell?
Ethan, let me out. Clue. As a flight attendant, you actually seduced President Hogan while he wasn't conscious. Have you no shame?
Special Assistant Woods, President Hogan and I. How did this happen?
Let me tell you, Ethan never lets anyone touch him. After what happened, he'll never forgive you when he wakes up.
Special Assistant Woods, I really don't know why this happened.
Get out of Capital City right now. Never show your face to him again.
I'm leaving now.
Ethan never lets anyone touch him. If the Hogan family finds out about today, they'll definitely make him marry that flight attendant. No, I won't let that happen. Director Finch, I'll give you $2 million. Immediately destroy all of Chloe's personal data.
I actually initiated contact with a woman. Not only did I not hate it, I was actually addicted.
Ethan, what's wrong?
Where's the flight attendant from earlier?
What flight attendant? I've been with you the whole time.
Secretary Hurst. Bring all the flight crew from my flight here.
Hello, President Hogan.
Are there any other flight crew?
President Hogan, these are all the flight crew on this flight?
Ethan, are you just tired from the trip? You must be confused.
Could my memory be a side effect of Yara's drugs?
Hogan Group President Ethan arrived in River City today for a new investment project. It's him.
Chloe.
That woman just now. I finally found you.
Hello. Can I help you?
Sorry, I have the wrong person.
No problem. It's been 6 years. Ethan still won't let me go. I need to be careful lately. Avoid running into him again. Mom, what's wrong?
Chloe. Sean suddenly fainted. He's in the ambulance now.
Something happened to Sean. Mom, don't worry. I'm coming right now.
Ethan, what is it?
Just now. I think I saw that flight attendant from 6 years ago.
Ethan, how many times do I have to tell you? That flight attendant doesn't exist. It's been 6 years. Stop living in a fantasy.
Could it be? There's really something wrong with my mind?
Ethan, dreaming about a woman means it's time to settle down. Why don't you listen to me? Get engaged to Yara soon.
That's right, Ethan. Can't you look at the person right next to you?
Let's talk later.
Yara. He didn't refuse outright this time. It seems my son is finally coming to his senses.
I've waited so long. Ethan's attitude is finally softening. I can't let Chloe ruin this for me.
Doctor, what's wrong with Sean?
Yes, my grandson is only 5. Why does he keep fainting like this?
Sean has a rare neurological disease. To fully cure him, medical costs will be at least 5 million.
5 million?
5 million. Even if we sell the house, it won't be enough.
6 years ago, after I fled Capital City for River City, I realized I was pregnant. With my mother's support, I gave birth to Sean. I thought I could live a quiet life. But fate is cruel.
My daughter, why is your life so hard?
Mom, don't worry. I'll find a way to make the money. Mom, I'm going to take a call. Chloe, what's the matter with you? Don't you know you have a flight today? Why aren't you here yet? I'm sorry, purser. My son suddenly fainted. I'm at the hospital, didn't have time to ask for leave. Chloe, I know it's tough, but our job requires zero negligence. If this happens one more time, you're fired. Okay, I understand. No. Sean is sick. He needs me. I can't break down. I must be strong. Mom?
Chloe! You actually gave birth to Ethan's child without permission.
Miss Woods. He's my child alone.
You think saying that makes it okay? Ethan never lets anyone get close. Since you took advantage of him, he searched for you for 6 whole years. Seeing you at the airport today, he wanted to kill you on the spot.
But I was the victim. There was something wrong with the plane.
Enough nonsense. If you don't want to involve your family, disappear from this city overnight like before.
Mom.
President Hogan is leaving us no way out.
I'm sorry. Mom? I've dragged you into this.
I've never thought that. Don't be afraid, Chloe. Whatever happens, I'll face it with you. Resign tomorrow. Let's take Sean and leave.
Yeah? Mom, I'll go hand in my resignation. Wait here with Sean for a bit. Go ahead.
Grandma, I'm hungry.
Oh dear. I forgot Sean hasn't had breakfast yet, Sean. Sit here. Grandma will buy you food.
Okay, this chair looks so dirty. It looks cleaner inside here.
President Hogan, today's schedule is rushed. No time to arrange a private jet. Please bear with it.
This child? Why do I feel such a connection?
Ethan. This kid looks exactly like you did when you were little.
Mom, are you sure?
Exactly. Even the germophobia is the same.
Could it be her? She had my child?
Little boy, this is the VIP lounge. You can't just come in here. Where is your family?
I'm sorry.
Wait. Secretary Hurst, send someone to find that child immediately.
Hold on. Do a DNA test first, to avoid any misunderstanding.
Yes.
Ethan, I'll fly with you on this flight today.
President Hogan, the DNA test results are out.
That child, he really is my son.
So Ethan, 6 years ago, you really were with a flight attendant for a time.
I knew it wasn't just a dream.
Secretary Hurst, order a citywide search. Find them at any cost.
Yes.
That bitch Chloe! I clearly told her to leave River City. How did Ethan find out about that brat?
Mom, I finished my resignation paperwork. Where's Sean?
Clue, I just went to buy breakfast with Sean. I was only gone a few minutes. When I turned around, he was gone.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll go find him.
Mommy? Grandma?
Sean, where did you go? You scared me to death.
Sean, Mom, let's go. We're going to the hospital.
Attention, screen all boys around 5 years old in the airport.
Sean's condition is unstable. He must be observed closely. Didn't you say you're going to South City? I'll help contact the hospital. Get there as soon as you can.
Okay, thank you, doctor. We'll catch the afternoon flight and go today.
Send more people. President Hogan ordered to find them, even if we have to dig 3 feet deep.
These bodyguards are all Hogan family.
Yes, they're likely looking for us. Mom, let's go. Miss Woods.
You plan to just go in like that? They've already found your son. They're searching the whole city for 5-year-old boys. Change his clothes and disguise him.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Woods.
Chloe, it's been 6 years. Ethan still can't forget you. Now that he knows about the child, he'll never stop looking for you. To make him give up, you must disappear from this world for good.
Miss Jones, this place is fully furnished, cheap, and move-in ready. It's perfect for you. Take a look inside.
Okay, thank you. Who's there? What are you doing? Don't touch my Sean.
Sean, let go of my grandson.
Miss Woods, what are you doing here?
I'm here to solve President Hogan's problems.
Miss Woods, I'm begging you, come at me. Just let my daughter and grandson go.
Mom?
Miss Woods, I promise my daughter and grandson will leave forever. We'll never bother President Hogan again.
It's been so long. Why is there still no news of them?
2 people can't just vanish into thin air.
President Hogan, we checked with the airline. 6 years ago, a flight attendant quit and her records were deleted. President Hogan, is this her?
It's hair. So her name is Chloe.
Great. I'll have a daughter-in-law and a grandson soon.
Track Chloe's life for the past 6 years.
President Hogan, we found it.
6 years ago, she left Capital City overnight. She gave birth in River City alone. And our child, he has a rare disease.
These past 2 days, she left River City for South City in a hurry.
Is she hiding from me on purpose? Why?
It's because of your bad reputation, your extreme germophobia, and OCD. Anyone who touches you is in trouble. You must have terrified that girl. Hurry to South City. Bring my daughter-in-law and grandson back.
Secretary Hurst, prep the jet. I'm leaving now.
Yes, sir.
Miss Woods, I promise my daughter and grandson will leave forever. We'll never bother President Hogan again.
Miss Woods, you can do whatever you want to me. Please let my mom and Sean go. They're innocent.
Ugh, so noisy.
Mom? Miss Woods, I've backed down enough. There's nowhere left to go. What more do you want?
I want you all to disappear completely.
This is illegal.
Illegal? Ha ha ha. Don't worry. The final investigation into this accident will conclude it was just an accident.
Mommy,
Sean,
you bad people. Let go of my mommy and grandma. Let go of me.
You animals. How can you lay a hand on a child?
Mommy, grandma, Sean is scared.
Miss Woods, Sean is just a child. Please, just let the child go.
In your dreams, Phil, tie them all up. Make sure none of them escape.
Yes, Miss Woods.
President Hogan, Miss Jones is looking at an apartment in an old complex. It's only a 10-minute drive from here.
Let's go.
Mommy, grandma.
Sean, don't be afraid. Mommy's right here.
You animals. You'll get what's coming to you.
President Hogan, Miss Jones is in this room.
Mom, Sean, I'm sorry.
Chloe, you didn't do anything wrong. Fate was unfair to us in this life. In our next life, let's be a family again.
Chloe. No one's here. Search the whole house now. Look for any trace of Miss Jones. Whoever dares to harm them, I'll make her pay the price.
Miss.
What's wrong?
Miss, I saw the Hogan family's car coming.
So soon? Bill, knock them out first. Move them out.
Yes, miss.
President Hogan, no one's in the house, but we found this bag. Miss Jones's ID is inside.
She was definitely here.
Secretary Hurst, something's been found over here.
This smell is wrong. President Hogan, I suspect Miss Jones is in danger.
Whoever dares to harm them. I'll make her pay the price. Check all nearby surveillance. Also, keep a close eye on airports and stations. Check all flights and train schedules. Search the entire city.
Miss, what should we do with them now?
Call for a private jet immediately. Take them out of South City. Take them out of the country. Since it's hard to strike domestically, move them overseas. These 3 people cannot be left alive.
Yes.
Mommy, Grandma, you bad guys. Don't bully my mommy and grandma.
Shut up. If you keep yelling, I'll throw you off.
Why are we on a plane? Where are you taking us?
Where? To the high seas to feed the fish, of course.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter and grandson go. They are still so young. How can you be so heartless?
Ma'am, blame your daughter for touching someone she shouldn't have in your next life. Teach her to know her place. Don't do shady things, or you'll get burned.
You're lying. My daughter is clearly the victim. You're twisting the truth. Aren't you afraid of karma?
Karma? You're in my hands and you dare curse me? I'll show you the karma for your big mouth.
Stop hitting. Stop hitting. You're right about everything. Please, stop hitting me.
Mommy, Grandma.
President Hogan, our men found a private jet from the Woods family. It just took off from South City for overseas.
Woods family. Yara. Check it. Where is Yara now?
Yes. President Hogan, Miss Woods is at a luxury hotel in South City with a man.
I knew it was her.
Hello, President Hogan.
Are there any other flight attendants?
President Hogan, these are all the attendants on this flight.
Ethan, are you just tired from your schedule? Maybe you're confused.
I think I saw that flight attendant from 6 years ago.
Ethan, how many times have I told you that flight attendant doesn't exist? It's been 6 years. Can you stop living in a dream?
I should have noticed earlier. Yara was up to no good all along.
Ethan, why didn't you say anything before coming over?
On the private jet from the Woods that took off from South City. Who's on board?
Clients of the Woods Group. It was an emergency, so I sent them off in a private jet.
Is that so?
Of course, Ethan. When have I ever lied to you?
In 10 minutes, we reach the high seas. Prepare to move.
Copy that.
Sean.
Mommy, Sean's scared.
Sean,
I've checked. The Woods Group in South City recently has no business projects at all. So what clients are these?
They're new clients we're currently negotiating with.
Stop acting, Yara. For 6 years, every time I look for Chloe, you've been there to mislead and stop me. On that Woods plane, are Chloe and my child?
Ethan, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm warning you right now. Make that plane turn back. Bring them back to me unharmed.
Ethan, you're yelling at me over that woman?
You'd better do as I say, or don't blame me for ignoring our family's ties.
On what grounds? Ethan Hogan, I'm the eldest Miss Woods. I followed you for so many years. Even a heart of stone should have melted by now. How can you be so heartless to me, over someone you don't even know?
Because 6 years ago, I decided that only she could be Mrs. Hogan.
Only she can be Mrs. Hogan? I'm telling you, it's impossible. The plane has already reached the high seas. Chloe and her sickly son are already fish food.
Sean, let him go.
You animals. I'll haunt you, even in death.
Boys, get ready to open the hatch and feed the fish.
I gave you a chance. Intercept the Woods plane immediately. Pass the order. The Hogan Group is pulling all investments from the Woods.
Yes, sir.
Intercept the plane? Pulling all investments? Ethan Hogan, you'll suffer heavy losses too.
Will I? Just you wait and see.
Sean, don't be afraid, Mommy's here.
Grandma is useless. I couldn't protect you.
Get over there.
Wait, don't do it yet. We're surrounded by the Hogan fleet.
What did you say?
Warning! This is the Hogan Group fleet. You're surrounded! Turn back immediately. Return Miss Chloe Jones and her family safely to China.
Big brother.
If they're hurt, the Hogan Group will hunt you down.
What else can we do? That's the Hogan family.
I just heard. It's the Hogan fleet stopping them.
But all along, wasn't it the Hogans who wanted us dead?
No. I might have misunderstood the Hogans. The one threatening me this whole time was Yara.
From today, the Hogans and Woods are enemies.
Ethan Hogan, you can't do this. Uncle and Aunt Hogan won't allow it.
This is the entire Hogan family's decision. Furthermore, the evidence of your intentional assault, I'll hand it over to the police. Save your words for the police.
No, Ethan, I don't believe you'd be this cruel to me. Ethan, you're just trying to scare me, right?
Miss Woods, you're on your own.
Let's go to the helipad.
Warning. This plane is surrounded by police. All unauthorized personnel, hands on your heads, and squat down. Do not resist.
Ethan.
I'm sorry. I'm late. Are you okay?
All these years, you've been looking for me. Wasn't it to hunt me down?
Of course not. It was for...
Sean.
President Hogan, please save Sean. He's your child.
Secretary Hurst, ready the private jet for Capital City First Hospital immediately.
Doctor, how is Sean?
Miss Jones, don't worry. Although Sean's condition is rare, with targeted medication, he can fully recover with continuous treatment.
What about the costs?
Don't worry. Sean is my child too. I'll find the best medical team for him.
President Hogan, the experts for this are abroad. Sending him treatment abroad is more effective.
Secretary Hurst, arrange it now.
Yes, President Hogan.
Chloe.
Mom, are you okay?
Miss Jones, don't worry. She's fine. Just a bit shaken up. She'll be fine after some rest.
That's good. That's good.
Ah.
Chloe. Doctor. Doctor, what's wrong with Chloe?
Miss Jones is overworked and under extreme stress. That's why she fainted.
My daughter. You've worked so hard.
Auntie Jones, has she had a hard time these years?
President Hogan, a single mother struggles alone to raise a child. It was already hard enough. She was also living in fear, worried you'd come after her. But she was the victim back then.
I'm sorry, Auntie Jones. I've been looking for her to take responsibility.
I've seen her struggle for 6 years and blamed myself countless times, wondering if she should have had the child. But Sean is so cute. I feel like my daughter made the right choice.
Auntie Jones, I promise you, I'll do everything to protect her from any more hardship. The one who hurt her is now in jail. I will make things right for you and Chloe.
Get in. Visitation is 30 minutes.
Dad, get me out of here.
I can. Hang in there. Dad promises to get you out.
Dad, I hate them. If it wasn't for Chloe, Ethan wouldn't treat me like this.
Don't worry. You're Sean's daughter. I won't let those who wronged you get away with it.
Chloe, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. Where are my mom and Sean?
The Hogan family arranged a medical team to send Sean abroad for treatment. Auntie Jones was worried about Sean's condition. Knowing you were fine, she went with them.
That's good. Sean's health is the priority.
Chloe, you're awake.
Mom.
Aunt Hogan.
Good girl. You've suffered so much over the years. I'm here today to invite you to move into the Hogan family home. I've already arranged a professional nutritionist to help you recover your health.
That's not necessary. Aunt Hogan, I can take care of myself. I don't want to disturb your daily life.
Oh, you child. Why talk about disturbing? We should have been a family long ago.
No, it's not like that. That was just an accident.
Chloe, you have no idea. My son has never been close to anyone since he was little. You're the only exception.
Mom.
Did I say something wrong?
No.
Chloe? Ethan, he's been thinking about you for 6 years. He's always wanted to take responsibility for you and the child.
Chloe, Yara's father is very protective. I'm worried the Woods family will harm you later. For your safety, I also suggest you move into the Hogan family home.
All right then.
That's great. I'll go home and get ready. Butla, get the latest luxury clothes, bags, and jewelry. Buy everything. Then come with me to the auction to pick some rare jewels. Prepare to welcome Chloe into the house in 3 days.
Yes, madame.
Hello, Mrs. Hogan. Welcome home. No, I'm not Mrs. Hogan. Just call me Chloe.
Chloe, you're the mother of my grandson. Of course you're Mrs. Hogan.
All right. Mrs. Hogan, these are the latest fashions of the season, all in your size. These are made by top designers, custom jewelry with auction-grade flawless gems.
These are all the limited edition luxury bags. We have every color for you.
Are these all for me? This is too much.
Not at all. You're the Hogan family's daughter-in-law. You deserve the best. Send all these to Ethan's room.
That's not appropriate. Ethan went to great lengths to find us, Sean and me. It was just out of responsibility. He's a germaphobe and avoids contact. I shouldn't overstep.
Why wouldn't it be appropriate?
Mom. Arrange another bedroom with good sunlight.
Yes, madam. Please, follow me.
You've been thinking of her for 6 years. Why are you backing off now?
What happened before was an accident. I want to respect her wishes until she truly accepts me.
You'd better be more proactive. I'm waiting for Chloe to call me Mom. Oh, right. Chloe's mom left in such a hurry, she left this pendant at the hospital. Give it to Chloe.
Okay.
Mom, don't worry. The Hogan family is very kind to me. But I don't want to be supported by the Hogan family. I still plan to find a job. But I resigned from Capital City Airlines before... My last job ended so abruptly. With a resume like this, it'll be hard to continue as a flight attendant.
Secretary Hurst, arrange it. I want to invest in Capital City Airlines.
Hello, who is this?
Chloe, I'm Chief Purser Yolanda from Capital City Airlines. Do you remember me?
Chief Purser. Of course I do.
Capital City Airlines recently received your resume. We also cleared things up recently. You were framed when you left. We want you back at Capital City Airlines. Interested?
I am. Thanks for the chance, Yolanda.
It's been years. I'll call our old colleagues for a get-together tonight.
Okay, I'll be there on time.
Butler will drive you. Call me if anything happens.
Okay, it's just dinner with old colleagues. Nothing will happen. Mom, your belongings are all packed. You can leave now. Thanks. How disgusting. Chloe, she was fired for flirting with passengers on the plane. And now?
She probably used dirty tricks to find a sugar daddy. Isn't that her specialty?
You're absolutely right. I'm telling you, she's been a mistress for the last 6 years.
Really?
What nonsense are you talking? Nonsense? Clue. If you didn't do anything shady, then where did the child on your resume come from? Watch your mouth. You can talk about me, but don't slander my son. Slander? Isn't it a fact you had a child out of wedlock? Shameless. Still trying to shut people up.
Exactly, Chloe. Someone like you doesn't deserve to be a flight attendant. You've disgraced all of us. I'll say it anyway. That fatherless child is just a bastard.
I said, don't talk about my son. He has a father.
You dare hit me? Chloe, I'm going to teach you a lesson today. Hold her down.
Let me go.
Hello, President Hogan. I'm Chief Purser Yolanda. I came specifically to welcome you.
Go in.
This limited edition bag, you got it by using those shameful methods, didn't you?
I didn't. Since you have no shame, I'll wash your face for you today.
What are you doing?
Isn't this the new shareholder of Capital City Airlines? The president of Hogan Group? Hello, President Hogan.
Chloe? Clue, how are you?
I'm fine.
Who gave you the nerve to lay a hand on Chloe?
Sister Lewis, Chloe is indecent and shameless. She's showing off a limited edition bag. We're just teaching her a lesson. She deserves it.
President Hogan, Chloe is morally corrupt. Yolanda hired her even as chief purser. Something fishy is going on.
Indecent, morally corrupt.
Right. President Hogan, her presence is bad for the company. She should be fired from Capital City Airlines and blacklisted.
Chloe is the mother of my son, and the Mrs. Hogan I begged for 6 years to come home.
What? How is that possible?
How could she be Mrs. Hogan? I tried to explain, but you wouldn't listen, and you still insist on slandering me and my child.
You three are fired.
President Hogan, we were wrong. I really didn't know she was your wife. It's her. She's the one who claimed Chloe's child's father is unknown. We were all fooled into targeting Chloe.
President Hogan, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean it. Please, let me go. I can't afford to lose this job.
The one you should apologize to isn't me.
Chloe, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. Please forgive me this once. I won't talk nonsense anymore. Chloe, please don't hold it against me.
I told you, I don't care what you say about me, but you cannot slander my child. I won't forgive you.
Chloe, we were colleagues for so long. Won't you show any mercy?
Ignore their nonsense. Let's go.
Mr. Hogan, I just heard them say you've invested in Capital City Airlines. Is that why I received an offer from Capital City Airlines?
You lost that job because of me in the first place. Naturally, I should be the one to make it up to you.
Regardless, thank you.
By the way, this is something Auntie Jones left at the hospital. Here it is.
Ajad pendant, this is what my mom cared about the most. I'm glad you guys kept it.
Does this jade pendant have any special meaning?
My mom said it was a family heirloom. There was a pair. She and her brother each had one. Later, they were separated due to an accident. This pendant became the only way for them to find each other.
It's that important. Secretary Hurst, look into the owner of this jade pendant.
Yes, President Hogan?
Thank you.
Between us, there's no need for formalities.
Ethan Hogan, it's your Uncle Woods. If you don't want a total war between me and the Hogan family, then bring your lover and come see me.
Chairman Woods, contact Secretary Hurst if you need anything.
I heard everything. Is it Yara's father?
Don't worry, I'll handle this.
I can go with you to see him. Being at total odds with the Woods family does the Hogan family no good.
Secretary Hurst, contact Chairman Woods. Free tomorrow at noon.
Yes, President Hogan.
Sister, we've been separated for over 50 years. I wonder if we're fated to meet again in this lifetime. When we were kids, our village was hit by famine. If you hadn't carried me through the mountains for 3 days to get me to the city, I would have starved long ago. Sister, I wonder if you're still alive. Your brother is quite successful now. Come in.
Sir, it's time.
Don't worry, I'm here for you. Sean cannot do anything to the Hogan family.
Okay.
Sir, Chairman Woods, President Hogan is ready to meet at noon. The car is ready.
Got it. I'm coming.
Yes, sir.
Chairman Woods, long time no see.
Ethan Hogan, Yara grew up with you. Yet you sent her to jail because of this woman?
She's my wife, so she naturally comes first.
I don't get it. Yara's looks and family are better. She's been devoted to you for years. Why fail her?
I've said it countless times. There is no chance between me and Yara. If it weren't for you using our family's ties to pressure my parents, she would have never had the chance to cling to me.
Bastard. You're ungrateful.
Ah.
Since Chairman Woods doesn't have the right attitude, then today's meeting is over.
Wait. Ethan, if you walk out that door, the Woods family will fight back with everything, destroy the Hogan capital chain.
How can you be so shameless? Yara is the one who kept hurting people, yet you have the nerve to retaliate against the Hogan family?
Miss Jones, you wouldn't want the Hogan family to suffer because of you. Risking losing assets and seeing their status plummet.
What do you want?
I can tolerate that child of yours. Leave him and Mrs. Hogan's spot. Name your price. Taking the money and leaving is best for you and the Hogan family. Ethan, look, this is the woman you chose. Someone who can be dismissed with a single check. Do you dare keep her by your side? Ethan, you're too young to understand matching social status. I'm telling you, only a woman like Yara, with her background, can stand by you and face crises together.
Chairman Woods, you're looking down on me too much. Chairman Woods, you're looking down on me too much. The Woods family tried to kill my whole family multiple times. Your money is too dirty for me.
You arrogant fool. You're asking for death.
Sean, stop with the bluffs in front of me. You asked for this meeting because the Hogan family pulled out and withdrew all capital. The Woods is losing orders and facing massive losses.
Ethan, why so smug? We're still powerful. If you're determined to cross the Woods family, we'll see who comes out on top.
Sean, you seem to have misunderstood something. I brought Chloe here today, not to negotiate with you.
What?
I originally intended to give you a chance to apologize to Mrs. Hogan.
Me? Apologize to her? In your dreams?
The chance to apologize is gone now. You messed with the Hogan family's mistress and still want to haggle? Think the Hogan family is a pushover? If you were smart and apologized for Yara, I might have considered letting you off. But now...
Ethan, I'm warning you. You'd better weigh. Check the Woods' assets before talking to me.
The Hogan family will, across all industries, compete fully with the Woods.
You?
I'll see how much of a splash the Woods' desperate counterattack can make.
Are you sure you want both of us to suffer?
Go ahead and bet everything, Chairman Woods. I, Ethan, will see it through to the end. Let's go.
Ethan, you just wait.
Mr. Hogan.
Isn't Mr. Hogan a bit too formal?
Then, Ethan.
Full name is still formal.
Then, Ethan.
Tell me.
Is it really okay for the Hogan family to oppose the Woods?
Do you want to see fireworks?
Why mention fireworks all of a sudden?
Secretary Hurst, before tomorrow, decouple from our joint firework factory with the Woods. Set off $500M fireworks order before withdrawing capital. I want to watch fireworks from the balcony tonight. Don't worry, Sean won't gain anything from me. Let's go home and watch the fireworks. Clue. What the Woods family owes you. I'll take it back for you bit by bit. This firework display is just the prelude to the main event.
He's actually willing to go to war with the Woods family for me to this extent. I shouldn't have given up on the truth out of cowardice back then. Letting Yara intimidate me so easily, leaving Sean without a father for 6 years.
What's wrong? Don't you like the fireworks? If you don't like it, we won't watch anymore. Let's go inside now.
No, it's not that. Thank you.
I'll go check on dinner.
Okay. Sorry, President Hogan. I didn't see you just now.
It's fine. You may leave. Since I've been with Chloe often, my extreme germophobia seems to be getting better. Now being accidentally touched by someone doesn't feel as unbearable as it used to.
No, it's not that. Thank you. So, my touch makes him feel that uncomfortable? It makes sense. He has severe germophobia. The intimacy 6 years ago was just an accident. Every time he touches me now, he must be forcing himself to endure it. I must be careful to keep my distance from now on. I can't touch him anymore. President Hogan, dinner is served.
Go ask Madam to come over.
Yes, President Hogan. President Hogan. Madam said she's tired. She's already gone back to her room to rest.
She can't skip dinner. Tell you what, bring the meal to her room.
Yes, President Hogan.
It seems Today's meeting with Sean. Upset Chloe. It's my fault. If I had seen Yara's true colors sooner, Chloe and my child wouldn't have been hurt.
Ethan, you're crazy! The $500 million Saudi fireworks order is due for delivery. All lit. The Woods faces massive penalties. You're trying to destroy the entire factory.
What is Chairman Woods talking about? I don't understand. Hogan Group has already divested from the firework factory. What does your fireworks spontaneously igniting have to do with me?
Fine. Ethan, you just wait!
Chairman Woods, this is just the beginning. Our score is far from settled. Secretary Hurst leaked the news of Chairman Woods' bad parenting and the heiress's arrest. Get the media on it. I want the Woods education businesses to collapse in 3 days.
Yes, President Hogan.
Going to work? I'll drive you.
No need. The car I called is already at the door. I can go by myself.
Is she that unwilling to be around me?
Sis, Miss Woods has been released on bail.
Dad,
It's good to have you back. Welcome back.
I hate Chloe. I won't accept this. I'm the eldest Miss Woods. I followed Ethan for so many years. I gave so much, but I'm nothing compared to Chloe's one night of intimacy with him. Why?
It's that bastard Ethan who has no taste, Yara. Don't be upset over a man like him. He doesn't deserve you.
Sir, this is bad. The Hogan family exposed Miss Woods' imprisonment, guide public opinion, questioning the educational philosophy of the education industry under the Woods. Currently, in agencies across all cities, many parents are demanding refunds.
That bastard Ethan. I will never let him get away with this. Yara. Ethan and that flight attendant. When they were intimate on the plane 6 years ago, you were there, weren't you?
Yes?
Tell me the truth. Ethan's germophobia is so severe, that flight attendant, how did she manage to get into his bed?
Yes.
Speak up.
I drugged Ethan. But by a twist of fate, it ended up benefiting that bitch Chloe.
In that case, drug him again and have a physical relationship with him.
What?
Ethan is relentlessly attacking the Woods right now. The Woods family lost the initiative in this game, leaving us at a disadvantage everywhere. To turn the tide, we must take a bold risk. Yara, don't you like him? Don't you want to have him? This time, Dad will help you.
But our families are at such odds now. Even if something happens between Ethan and me, he'll only hate me.
Yara, you don't understand. Ethan has a psychological block. He has never touched a woman. That's why he's obsessed with that flight attendant. At a time like this, as long as you succeed, you'll immediately become special in his eyes.
Dad, are you sure? If I succeed, will Ethan stop fighting the Woods family?
He won't have a choice. The Hogan family can manipulate public opinion, but so can the Woods family.
You mean by exposing our physical relationship to force him to marry me?
Exactly. With thorough preparation, we'll have plenty of evidence. If he dares to mess with my daughter and not take responsibility, I can send him to jail any time. It's called giving him a dose of his own medicine.
Dad, I'll do as you say. But Ethan is very wary of me now. Trying to get close to him, I might not be easy.
Don't worry. Dad has a way to force him to meet you.
What way?
Doesn't Ethan care deeply about that flight attendant? That flight attendant is his weakness now. We'll use her to bait Ethan. He'll definitely take the bait.
Dad, today I finally realize what it means that experience really counts.
Chief Purser.
Let's go. Let's head in together.
Wait, Chief Purser. I'd like to discuss something with you.
What is it, Chloe?
Regarding my relationship with Ethan, could you not tell anyone else?
Why? So many people would kill to be Mrs. Hogan. Why are you being so secretive?
My relationship with Ethan now is mainly as Sean's parents. As for between us...
Oh, I see. You need private space to develop your feelings after being apart. I get it.
No, it's not what you think. Ethan can barely stand touching me. How could he possibly have feelings for me?
All right. Don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
Fine then. Thanks, Chief Purser.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, miss. Wait a moment.
Mom, is there something wrong?
Dear, my husband and I are first-time flyers. We can't find the exit anywhere. Could you show us the way?
Mom, just follow the sign straight ahead to the exit.
We're getting old, not as sharp as we used to be. Our eyesight is failing too. We've circled this area twice now, but we just can't find our way out.
Chief Purser, I'll walk them out.
Go ahead then.
Sit, Mom. Please follow me.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Hurry up. The Woods family car is waiting up ahead.
Ethan, if you don't want this flight attendant to get hurt, come to the Woods Hotel right now. Remember, you must come alone, or else her fate. I won't be able to guarantee...
Stop the car.
President Hogan, what's wrong?
To the Woods Hotel.
Ethan, I finally see you again.
Where's Chloe? Where is she?
Where is that woman? How should I know?
Yara, don't play dumb with me. I'm warning you. My patience is wearing thin. If you don't want to die, let her go right now.
Ethan, we've known each other for so many years. I've loved you for just as long. After all this time, this is actually the first time you've reached out to touch me. I just didn't expect that the first time you'd touch me would be to strangle me?
Yara, I've told you 1,000 times, there's no chance for us. The more you force it, the worse things will get. If you could just face reality and let go sooner, our families wouldn't have ended up like this.
Let go? I won't. I will have what I want. What I want. I must obtain...
Even now, you're still obsessed. It seems going to prison last time didn't teach you a lesson.
Of course not. Ethan, isn't your heart full of that, Chloe? Let me tell you, if you don't satisfy me today, Chloe is going to suffer.
Contact Sean immediately. Tell him to release Chloe, or else I'll make your life a living hell.
Huh?
What are you laughing at?
Ha. Ethan, you're so naive. You think this will make me afraid? Go ahead. If you have the guts, then just choke me to death. To die at your hands, Ethan. I, Yara, would finally have my wish, at least this way. You'll never forget me for the rest of your life.
Yara, you're crazy.
That's right. I've been crazy for a long time. Ever since 6 years ago, when I couldn't have your love, I schemed against you. I almost had you. But you locked me in the cabin and forced me to watch you do that with someone else. I was already crazy then.
You finally admit it. 6 years ago, it really was your doing.
Yes? It was me. For 6 years, I've thought about it every moment. If that flight attendant Chloe hadn't ruined things, or if I had just been patient and approached you when the drug was at its peak, would the person you couldn't let go of be me?
Yara, what do you take me for? But I love you.
Ethan. If I didn't care about you, why would a rich heiress like me and go to such lengths to have you? But it doesn't matter. Today, I have a chance to do it all over again.
Start over? What do you mean?
Ethan, I want to remind you of one thing. If you keep stalling with me, the one suffering won't be me. It'll be Clue.
What are you going to do to her?
A beautiful flight attendant, completely defenseless. What do you think will happen? Well?
Don't you dare.
You're welcome to take that gamble. And see if we dare.
The number you dialed is powered off. Where am I? Help! Sean, it's you.
Chloe, we meet again.
The two elderly people at the airport, you arranged them. The goal was to kidnap me.
Correct. Chloe, look at you. If you'd been smart and left with the check, we'd all be happy, wouldn't we? But you had to do it the hard way, forcing me to get rough with you. You brought this on yourself.
Sean, if you do this, Ethan will never let you get away with it.
Ha ha ha. Chloe, you'd better worry about yourself first. After today, Ethan Hogan won't want you anymore.
What are you planning?
Everyone knows Ethan Hogan is a major germaphobe. He never lets anyone get close to him. You, Chloe, just got lucky. Running into Ethan Hogan when Yara drugged him. That's why he noticed you.
So the accident 6 years ago was Yara's scheme? For 6 years, I've lived in fear of Yara's threats. Hiding away, I gave birth alone. And supported my whole family. And you say I'm lucky?
That's just because you're stupid. Ethan Hogan already planned to marry you long ago.
It is. I was stupid. If 6 years ago, I hadn't run away, but stayed there instead, and talked it out with Ethan, then Sean would have had a father from birth. Maybe none of this would have happened.
Tell me, a neat freak like Ethan, if he knew that another man touched his Mrs. Hogan, how would he feel? By then, he'd probably be disgusted even looking at you.
You have a daughter too. How can you be so disgusting?
Actually, I don't want to do this either, but you wasted your chance. You forced my hand.
Don't come any closer. Don't you know? The people who worked for the Woods family are all in prison now?
If you dare touch her, I'll have your heads. Secretary Hurst, found my wife yet?
President Hogan, the footage from that area was tampered with. The airport area is crowded. Checking all suspicious vehicles. Will take at least a day.
Ethan, it's useless. By the time you find a lead, it'll be too late. However, there is still a way out. Didn't I tell you, Ethan? Today is my chance to start fresh?
Get to the point. What do you want? To release Chloe?
Just let her go? Imposible. But other matters can be negotiated? Just drink this, and I'll call my father, give you a chance to negotiate.
You drugged the wine.
That's right. I told you. What I want. I must have... I'm not hiding it this time. Whether to drink is entirely up to you. Ethan, don't say I didn't warn you. It's been a long time since Chloe was taken from the airport.
Contact Sean now.
This batch of stuff is stronger than 6 years ago? Ethan, you're really trapped today. Ethan, how do you feel?
Contact Sean.
It seems the drug hasn't fully kicked in yet. This time, I can't fail like 6 years ago by being too impatient and ruining everything. We're the only ones in the room anyway. I have to keep him here. Fine? I'll call him...
Yarla, what's up?
You better think about the consequences. Ethan can even ground a plane. Do you really think after hurting me, you'll still get away with it?
What are you afraid of? Get here. When it's done, I'll give you 5 million each, and a private jet to send you abroad. That money is enough to live like kings.
Don't let him fool you. Don't you know the current situation of the Woods? The Woods has been suppressed by the Hogan family lately. They just lost an order worth 500 million at a time like this. How could Sean be willing to give you 10 million? If the Hogan family investigates later, how can you be sure Sean won't make you the scapegoats?
Cowards. If you're afraid to act, then move aside. I'll do it. Chloe, you asked for this. Yara? Why is she video calling me now? Yara, what is it? Yara. Yara, say something. What's wrong? Yara?
Secretary Hurst. Bring people to clear this floor. Not a single person from the Woods family stays. Guard my room. No one enters.
Yes, President Hogan.
Yara.
Sean, I want to see Chloe. Otherwise, I can't guarantee your daughter will ever see you again.
Ethan, don't be impulsive. Let's talk.
Ethan.
Chloe, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good to hear. That's good.
Ethan, let go of my daughter. I promise you, as long as you don't hurt Yara, I won't touch Chloe.
Fine. Release Chloe now. As long as she is safe. What happened today, I can let it slide.
Do you mean it?
Dad, don't be fooled. Ethan has already been drugged. He won't last long.
Ha ha ha! I thought so. If my dear daughter hadn't succeeded, how could she let you contact me?
Sean, if you touch a single hair on Chloe, I'll make Yara pay back 1,000-fold.
Hey, Ethan! Stop acting tough. You must be suffering right now. I know. You can't hold out for long. Ethan, the drug I prepared for you is extremely potent. No man can possibly resist it. Fine then, neither of us moves. I won't touch Chloe if you leave Yara. Let's see. Soon you won't be able to stop me.
I'm sorry. It's my fault for being so foolish, for falling into their trap once again.
It's not your fault, Chloe. The Woods family is just shameless. I'm fine. Chloe, don't be afraid. I won't let anything happen to you.
Ethan? Why bother suffering like this? You know very well that sooner or later...
Shut up. No, I can't let the drugs control me. Losing control. Otherwise, Chloe will be in danger.
Ethan, you can't handle this. You couldn't handle it 6 years ago. This time, you definitely won't handle it.
Chloe.
Ethan.
It seems the drugs are kicking in.
Ethan.
Ethan.
Yara. Yara. Even if I die here today, I'll never cross the line with you. Since this drink is so potent, I'll use intense pain to suppress its effects, to stay sober.
Ethan, stop!
Sean, today, I, Ethan, will stand against you to the end.
Ethan, what the hell are you thinking? What's wrong with my daughter? Why resist so hard?
Ethan, why? How could you rather hurt yourself than be with me? 6 years ago in the same situation, you accepted Chloe? Why can't you accept me now?
Because the Hogan family already has a Mrs. Hogan.
Ethan, I'm sorry.
Ethan, don't, please.
Yara, you know me. Once I've made up my mind, I'll never change it.
Ethan, you know how much I care about you. How could you do something so cruel in front of me?
Is this cruel? No. What you did to Chloe was cruel. Yara, I've rejected you countless times since our teens. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Because since we were kids, the one qualified to stand by your side has always been me.
What?
At age 7, we performed in a global play at the international school as honor students fluent in many languages, playing the prince and princess.
That was just a show.
At age 10, as the club founder, you organized school-wide trade events. I was your assistant in your voice. Everyone saw us as the perfect match.
You weren't the only one there.
At 15, your germophobia got worse. You wouldn't let anyone near you, except for me.
I told you. I only tolerated you because of our family's friendship.
But I've been with you since childhood. Hey, I've witnessed all your glory growing up. I watched you grow from a boy into a decisive leader, a terrifying CEO. From naive to mature, I never intended to leave you.
And I never intended to marry you.
If it weren't for that mistake 6 years ago, planning to marry someone else, right?
Your thinking is too narrow-minded.
I know you, Ethan. No one knows you better than I do. Others are scared of your power and tactics. They say crossing you is dangerous. But only I know you never strike out at others without reason.
So, Ethan has always been so brilliant, but because of me, he's in such a mess now. Yeah, if not for that accident 6 years ago, he wouldn't have wanted anything to do with me.
Ethan, only I know how good you are.
Chloe, did you hear that? Yara and Ethan are a perfect match. You don't deserve him at all.
I really don't deserve Ethan. 6 years ago, I didn't even meet him properly. I believed the rumors and ran away that night without even giving him a chance to explain.
Nonsense. Yara, you're just like your father, completely selfish.
Ethan.
After everything you just said, from the start, have you ever considered my feelings? You haven't. In elementary school, you used my name to kick out classmates you didn't like. In middle school, you banned every girl from talking to me. As an adult, you used my connections again. How many projects did you steal for the Woods? You think I don't know?
But I love you.
You take whatever you want in the name of love, openly or secretly. You've taken every benefit possible, and you still have the nerve to stop me from having other choices. Yara, that's not love. That's just being opportunistic.
Ethan, how can you say that?
Stop being self-absorbed. You don't love me. You just love the vanity of being by my side.
I don't.
Don't you? Someone who uses schemes to force others to get what they want and doesn't even have the basic respect. How are you qualified to talk about love?
Ethan. So, that's how you see me?
Exactly. I told you, I've been tired of putting up with you since we were kids. I've said it countless times. My tolerance for you is only because of our family's friendship.
Believe it or not, this is how I love.
I love you. Ethan?
See? I can never communicate with you.
Fine. To prove my feelings for you are real, I can back down, Ethan. If you agree to be with me, I'll convince my dad to let Chloe leave safely.
Be with you?
Exactly. Just as you think, let go of me. Stop hurting and suppressing yourself.
They're still trying to force Ethan to be with someone he doesn't like. I'm so useless. Why can't I do anything? Ha!
No way. I said it. I, Ethan, will fight you to the end today.
Ethan.
If he keeps resisting, he'll have to use pain to stay awake. Do you want to see him like this?
No, you can't. Ethan.
If he keeps resisting, he'll have to use pain to stay awake. Do you want to see him like this?
No, you can't.
Besides, if he keeps suppressing it, I can't guarantee his body won't suffer permanent damage.
No, I can't watch him ruin his health. Ethan, just agree to them.
You want me to agree? Are you sure? Does Chloe really have no feelings for me after all? Does she really not care if I'm with someone else? If that's the case, let's ensure her safety first. Fine, I can auntie Yara, but you must let Secretary Hurst go there to oversee the agreement.
Send your man over. No way.
Why? Is Chairman Woods that cowardly? Afraid to let one person in? Your place is definitely heavily guarded. Even if my man goes, he can be blindfolded without any communication devices. I just want to guarantee. That's not asking too much.
Let me think. It's been too long. If we wait any longer, the Hogan family might find us. The drug will be at its peak soon. If he unties Yara, it'll work. Then Ethan will have to take responsibility for Yara. Fine. Have your man wait in the alley behind Woods Hotel. Stay clean. Don't let us find anything suspicious on you.
Got it. Secretary Hurst, go to the alley behind Woods Hotel by yourself. Don't bring anything. Wait for Sean's men to pick you up. Once you're there, Chloe's safety is in your hands. You know what I mean?
Understood. President Hogan, since we're meeting behind Woods Hotel, it means Madam's location isn't far from there. Don't worry. I'll send men to sneak in and rescue Madam immediately. President Hogan, are you okay? Understood. I'll be quick.
Come on, Secretary Hurst. Say hello to your boss.
President Hogan, I'm here.
Ethan, it's your turn to keep your word.
Ethan, you should let me go now. Ethan, how are you?
End the video call.
Okay. Dad, I'm hanging up now.
Good. I won't stop you from bonding with my son-in-law. Relax. Secretary Hurst, after today, we're all on the same side.
I'm so sad. My heart hurts. Ethan, will you blame me when you wake up? Will you be in more pain than me?
Madam, don't worry. President Hogan said you're the only Mrs. Hogan.
What?
Hey, you kid, look where you are. Whose territory is this? Look at the situation. You dare be so rude in front of me now, saying things like that.
You call this rude? Chairman Woods, there's more where that came from.
What do you mean? Ah.
Ethan, you know what? This moment feels like a dream to me. I've waited over 10 years for this day. Today, I'm finally going to have you.
Yara.
Don't hold back anymore. We both know what happens next. You can't resist it. Ethan. It seems Ethan finally can't hold back. Ethan? What are you doing? Does Ethan like to take control? Fiend it. I'll just play along. Hey, Ethan, what are you doing? Ethan, you broke your word.
I only promised to untie you, but I never promised not to tie you back up.
Ethan, you yark. Look at you. I bet you can't hold out much longer.
Secretary Hurst, you'd better hurry up.
You're just a secretary. Why?
Mf. Do you really think President Hogan sent me for no reason?
Well played, Ethan. He actually kept a card up his sleeve.
Mrs. Hogan, I'll untie you.
Well played, Ethan. He actually kept a card up his sleeve.
Mrs. Hogan, I'll untie you.
Secretary Hurst, Ethan's in bad shape. Go save him.
Understood. Mrs. Hogan, we're going there now.
Secretary Hurst, you think you can leave just because you took us out? This room is surrounded by Wood's family men. Even if you can fight, you can't get out of here alone.
Is that so? Not necessarily. It's me. Is the outside clear?
Don't worry, boss. Just walk right out. The outside is all cleared up.
Mrs. Hogan, let's go.
Stop! Get back here.
Ethan, stop fighting it. Come here.
Clue.
Damn it. Why is that woman still on his mind at a time like this? But then again, if pretending to be Chloe gets him close to me, I can use that to my advantage. That's right. It's me. I'm Clue.
Cluey.
Ethan.
President Hogan.
Ethan, how are you?
Chloe! Why are you here?
Yetta. I'll never fall for your traps again. The Woods family will pay for what they've done. Ethan, let's go.
Chloe! You again! Why is it always you? I hate you! I'll never let you off!
You're burning up. I'll get a wet towel.
Clue.
Mrs. Hogan, I'll leave him to you. I'm heading out.
Okay, Secretary Hurst, thanks for today.
I'll leave him to you tonight. Mrs. Hogan, I'll report to President Hogan tomorrow morning.
Ethan. You.
Cluey. It's really you, Chloe.
It's me.
Cluey. I feel terrible.
I could tell nothing happened between Ethan and Yara just now. So, what is he thinking?
It's late, Cluey. Go back to your room and rest.
And you?
I'm fine. Don't worry. I won't let what happened 6 years ago happen again. I can't let it happen again. While I'm not in my right mind, do anything irresponsible. The accident 6 years ago hurt her too much. I owe her a proper romance.
As expected, he's only good to me out of responsibility. If he had any sanity left, he'd never want to touch me. Okay, I'll go back to my room then.
Morning.
Ethan, you have a fever.
I'm fine. I've already taken medicine. Why aren't you resting today? Still going to work?
This route was scheduled and can't be adjusted. I'm fine, so I'll work as usual.
I'll take you.
No need. You have a fever and need rest. I can go by myself.
I'm driving you. Otherwise, I won't be able to rest easy.
Clue. Wake up. Don't push your luck just because he's kind. And catch feelings you shouldn't.
What's wrong?
Nothing coming.
The plan against Woods Group is fully underway. Currently, the Woods have no competitive edge. Stocks are plummeting. Assets are expected to shrink by half within a month.
Cough?
President Hogan, should I take you to the hospital?
I'm fine. Just took cold showers for half the night. Just a slight cold.
President Hogan, you toughed it out with cold showers?
Sean, and what about Yara?
We're still gathering evidence. Cameras were destroyed, and it happened at Woods Hotel. They cleaned up the evidence thoroughly. So this matter, the process will be slow.
Got it. Chloe's shift is about to end. Come with me to the airport to pick her up.
Who? Oh, okay.
Chloe.
Captain Gould.
Chloe. It's been 6 years. We finally meet again. I thought I'd never see you again.
Yeah? I never thought I'd return to Capital City Airlines.
Chloe. Do you have a moment to talk?
Sir, what's up?
When you suddenly left back then, no one knew what happened. But later, some nasty rumors started spreading from somewhere.
Do you also think that I was fired for misconduct? I thought the chief purser already cleared my name.
No. Since you've returned, she has publicly clarified everything. What happened back then was a misunderstanding. What I wanted to say is, those rumors, I never believed them for 6 years. 6 years ago, we flew so many flights together. You were the flight attendant with the highest passenger satisfaction. How could you have sabotaged your own career? By doing something like that?
Thank you for believing in me.
Sigh. President Hogan, what are you doing?
Wait a second.
President Hogan, this captain seems to be just a colleague of your wife. They're probably just catching up. Don't take it to heart.
In these 6 years, I actually tried so many ways to find news of you, but it was like you vanished into thin air. Your phone, social media accounts, all deactivated. I asked almost everyone who knew you, but not a single person had any information.
Is this what you called just catching up with a colleague?
Well,
would a colleague go to such lengths to track down a former coworker?
Maybe. This captain is just very helpful.
Back then, some things happened and I had to cut contact with everyone.
Actually, I knew.
You knew?
6 years ago. All your records were wiped out. So I checked every flight from that time, trying to figure out what happened. After ruling out all the flights you weren't on, only the Hogan family private jet was left.
Yes. I was on the Hogan family private jet then.
Ethan bullied you, didn't he? I know you. You would never do anything against your professional ethics. If something happened, it must have been his doing.
President Hogan, please don't be angry.
Why would I be angry? He's telling the truth.
Actually, it's not what you think.
Then what really happened?
Captain Gould, I'm happy to hear that someone is willing to believe me. But Ethan is actually a very good person.
Your child, isn't it his?
You even know about that?
Chloe, I have something to tell you.
What?
Chloe, I like you.
You? Why would you say that all of a sudden?
Sorry, it might be a bit sudden for you. But actually, I've been waiting 6 whole years for the chance to say this.
But you know, I have a child.
But you're not married, are you? Chloe, I don't care that you have a child. I'm willing to accept everything about you.
I can't listen to this anymore. This Captain Gould, he's really overstepping.
Stand here. Don't move.
President Hogan, you're just gonna take this?
I want to hear what she thinks. When that happened 6 years ago, I didn't care about her wishes. Now, What right do I have to stop someone from confessing to her?
You know, when you vanished 6 years ago, I even thought, if you were still in this world, I once thought I'd never have the chance again to say these words to you.
Thank you. I'm very touched, but
Chloe, I'm begging you. Let me finish, okay? I've regretted it countless times. Not saying this to you 6 years ago. In these 6 years, even in my dreams, I've said this to you countless times. Chloe, I like you. Now, you're standing right in front of me. This time, I absolutely cannot lose you again.
Captain Gould, thank you for your feelings, but I can't reciprocate right now.
Is it because of the child? Chloe, I can help you take care of him.
Sean is being well cared for now.
Then, is it because of Ethan?
No.
It's not because of me. Does she not like me at all?
Madam, I beg you, please stop talking.
Chloe, I'm not asking for an immediate answer. I only hope. You'll give me a chance, okay?
Captain Gould, I'm sorry. I don't want to waste your time.
I'm not afraid of that. I just hope you won't be so quick to reject me.
Chloe.
Ethan. Strange. I know Ethan doesn't like me, but why am I still afraid he'll misunderstand?
President Hogan.
And this is?
He's the captain for my flight. Since we haven't seen each other in a while, we just chatted for a bit.
President Hogan. Are you here to
pick Chloe up?
Chloe, aren't you single?
Captain Gould, I happen to overhear some of your conversation. What happens between Chloe and me is none of your business, and she has already clearly rejected you. So, regarding overstepping, please stop prying. Let's go.
Wait, Chloe.
Captain Gould, please stay back. Your question just now, I can answer it.
What?
Miss Chloe Jones, is the Mrs. Hogan of the Hogan family? They haven't gotten the certificate yet, only because they want to enjoy the feeling of dating. But Mrs. Hogan lives at Hogan Manor. President Hogan personally picks her up every day. Do you think there's any point in continuing to pester her?
But Chloe's attitude earlier didn't seem like that at all.
Captain Gould, if you remain this stubborn, I'm afraid you won't even be able to be ordinary colleagues with Mrs. Hogan.
What? You mean Capital City Airlines will fire me because of my personal feelings?
Captain Gould, don't speculate. My lady won't accept you. That's a fact.
Whatever. Think I need Capital City Airlines?
One should have some self-awareness. I hope you stop causing trouble for President Hogan and his wife. President Hogan, this rival of yours is a bit persistent. He won't be easy to deal with.
I'm going to my room to change.
Go ahead. Get some rest. I'll call you for dinner.
Okay.
Secretary Hurst.
President Hogan, your next step next? What are your plans?
Make the arrangements. I'm going to Capital City Airlines lately, as a part-time captain.
Yes, President Hogan. Wait, hold on. What did you say?
I have the license and flight experience required for a captain. What's stopping me from being a captain?
But President Hogan, what about the company? Have you forgotten? We're at a critical stage of suppressing the woods.
Don't I have you? You'll have to work harder lately. I'll double your salary and bonus.
But President Hogan, won't you reconsider? Actually, I think that Captain Gould is no threat to you.
It's settled.
Ethan, why are you wearing a captain's uniform?
Sigh.
From today on, I'm going to work with you. Let's go.
You're going to fly planes?
Exactly.
Why the sudden urge to fly?
What else could it be? Because of you, of course.
Because of me? Are you worried that something will happen to me again? It's fine. After what happened, I'll definitely be careful. Besides, the butler arranged a private car for me. I just go straight to and from work. There won't be any problems.
The father and daughter from the Woods family haven't been caught yet. It's safer if we stay together.
But you're usually so busy. If you become a captain too, what about the company?
It's okay. After landing, I can handle those things in the captain's office. Plus, Secretary Hurst is there to cover.
I'm not so sure I can cover it.
What's with you today?
Ethan, I feel like you're a bit strange today. Secretary Hurst, what's really going on?
What else could it be? President Hogan saw a captain confessing to you yesterday. He's jealous.
What? Ethan, doesn't he not like me? If he really didn't like me, why would he be jealous of Captain Gould?
Secretary Hurst.
Mum, Please talk to President Hogan. The company really can't function without him.
Secretary Hurst, do you still want your bonus this month?
Mom, my bonus depends on you now. I'm out of here.
Secretary Hurst. Let me explain.
Ethan, is what Secretary Hurst said true?
It's true. I heard someone confessing to you yesterday, and it really annoyed me. I didn't want to interfere with your decisions, but I couldn't bear to watch someone else pursue you. So after thinking it over, I felt I had to do something.
But I always thought you weren't interested in me at all.
Who said that? If I didn't care about you, why would I be so obsessed, searching for you for 6 years?
I thought it was just out of responsibility.
Why would you think that?
Could it be that you actually like me a little?
You actually thought I only liked you a little bit. If I didn't care enough about you, why would I have let Yara push me that far? Without giving in?
Yes, you did reject her. But you pushed me away too.
That's because I know about that accident 6 years ago. I didn't consider your feelings at all. I didn't want you to force yourself again. I hope that from now on, every step we take happens because you want it to.
But you're a germaphobe, aren't you? I thought you felt miserable every time you touched me.
Chloe, be fair. When have I ever avoided touching you?
Last time, after I took the initiative to hug you, I saw you throw away your coat and disinfect yourself with alcohol.
When was that?
It was the time we watched the fireworks. Sorry, President Hogan. I didn't see you just now.
It's fine. You can go now. That time. So that's why you didn't have dinner with me. You thought I was disgusted by you?
Wasn't it?
I threw away my clothes and disinfected myself. Because I ran into a maid in the restaurant.
Not because of me?
Of course not.
So you mean you don't feel bad when we're close? And you're not just being nice out of duty?
Wait. Chloe, I've confessed my feelings to you. I care about you deeply. I always have. Now, it's your turn to tell me what you think.
What thoughts?
Do you actually have feelings for me?
Well?
And not just because I'm Sean's father?
Of course not. You're responsible, reliable, and so capable. How could anyone not like you?
Just what?
Before, I felt I wasn't good enough for you. So I didn't dare to love you.
Chloe, please, love me without fear. I swear, I'll never let you down. I'll spend my whole life protecting you and our child.
Okay.
In that case, Chloe, can you give me a proper and legal status now?
You mean getting married?
Before we register, I want to hold an engagement ceremony so everyone knows you are my Mrs. Hogan, okay?
Yes.
President Hogan, I've received news from abroad. Sean's condition has stabilized. Oops. I didn't see anything. I'll leave you to it. Mrs. Hogan, please continue.
Wait. You just said Sean's condition is stable.
That's right. Sean hasn't been losing consciousness lately. After another 6 months of recovery, then we can return home.
That's wonderful.
Since Sean is stable, I'll send a private jet to bring Auntie Jones home. Let her witness our engagement ceremony. Okay.
What? President Hogan, you're having an engagement ceremony?
Yes.
Don't worry. I'll handle the arrangements. Oh, right. Since you're getting engaged, you won't need to be a pilot anymore?
Ethan, maybe you should focus on the company. I promise, aside from you, my relationship with anyone else won't go beyond being colleagues and friends.
I'll do as you say.
Congratulations, President Hogan. Congratulations, Mrs. Hogan. I'll arrange a private jet right away to bring Auntie Jones back home.
Wait.
President Hogan, any other orders?
Your bonus this month will be increased tenfold.
Thank you, President Hogan. Thank you, Mrs. Hogan.
Sir, since we failed last time, the Hogan family has intensified their suppression of the woods. The wood stock is plummeting. Please think of something.
Dad? Have you heard? Ethan is getting engaged to that stewardess.
Sigh. Yara, the woods this time might not survive this.
What?
Yara, this time we've failed completely. I've thought about it. I'll sell before the group collapses and send you abroad. That way, the remaining money will be enough for your life.
But then I'll never see Ethan again.
Yara, why are you still thinking about Ethan? Don't you know how critical the situation is?
I don't care, Dad. You promised to help me get him.
Miss, the master has done his best to protect you. If you don't leave, Ethan will put you in jail.
But if I can't have him, what's the point of my life?
Yara?
Master.
Since you were a child, I've always given in to you. I gave you everything you wanted. How can you say life is pointless because of Ethan?
Dad, I can't just watch him marry someone else.
Yara, I've sacrificed everything for you. My life's work will be gone. I'm still thinking about you, but you only care about Ethan. Have you ever considered your father?
But you're my dad. Who else should you care about if not me?
Yara, I'm so disappointed in you. Lock her in her room. On the day of Ethan's engagement, tie her up and send her abroad.
Yes, sir.
No, I won't. Dad?
Clue. You look beautiful today.
President Hogan, Mrs. Hogan, Annie Jones is here.
Mom,
Clue.
Mom.
Yes? Ethan. My daughter. I'm entrusting her to you now.
I'll take good care of Chloe.
Don't worry, Auntie Jones. President Hogan won't even look at another woman besides his wife. He's perfectly safe.
Good. That's a relief.
Mom?
Clue, you've worked so hard all these years. Things are finally looking up. I'm truly happy for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely be happy. Oh, Mom, here's your jade pendant.
Sigh. If only your uncle and I hadn't been separated. Today, he'd probably be here for your engagement ceremony too.
Mom, we'll keep looking for the other pendant's whereabouts. I believe we'll find your brother one day.
All right, today is your big day. The guests will be arriving soon. Let's not talk about this.
Ethan,
Yara, you dare show your face here?
don't think for a second you're marrying someone else. If I can't have you, no one can. Ah.
Ethan, watch out!
Miss Woods, this villa has security cameras. We have clear evidence. This time, you can't run away.
Ethan. Chloe, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm okay too.
How can someone be so evil?
Ethan, I won't let you get engaged. I won't!
She seems mentally unstable. Secretary Hurst, lock her in the storeroom until the police arrive.
Yes, President Hogan.
Sister, I'm leaving the country today. It seems in this life we're truly not meant to meet again.
Sir, something's wrong. Miss Woods jumped out the window and escaped.
Oh no, she must be heading to the Hogan family's. Quick, get the car ready for the Hogan Manor.
That really scared me just now. I don't know how Yara's family raised her. She's a complete lunatic.
Yara's father has indeed spoiled her too much.
President Hogan, John is outside asking to see you. He says he'll agree to any condition if you'll let Yara go.
No. Kick him out.
Ethan, Maybe we should see him. Knowing how much Sean cares about Yara, I'm afraid he'll do something desperate if pushed, and ruin our engagement ceremony.
All right, Secretary Hurst, let him in.
I want to see too. What kind of father would spoil a daughter like Yara?
President Hogan.
So you're Yara's father.
You, that jade pendant. Where did it come from?
You? Are you little Sean?
Sister! It's me. It's me, sister. My original name was Sean Jones, but later I was adopted by the Woods family and changed my surname to Woods.
What? Sean is actually my uncle?
How can this be?
Sister, I finally found you. Do you know? I've been looking for you for decades.
Mom?
You. What did you call her?
Sean, I really didn't expect this. The brother my mom spent half her life searching for turns out to be you, my own uncle.
Me sister is your mother. That means you're my niece.
My brother. The brother I carried out of the mountains myself. His daughter almost killed my whole family.
What have I done?
Little Sean, I still remember. You were so smart and well behaved as a child. I thought you'd grow up to be a kind person. I never thought you'd be the one who almost ruined my daughter.
Sister, it's not like that. I didn't know Chloe was your daughter. If I had known, I would have stopped Yara and never let her hurt you one bit.
Sean, every child is their parents' treasure. What right do you have to hurt others? I'd rather never have found my brother than see him become such a despicable person. No, you're not my brother. I don't acknowledge you. My brother died the day he went missing.
No! I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. I shouldn't have let my daughter hurt people. I shouldn't have hurt Chloe. Sister, you are my life's biggest obsession. I prayed to the heavens so many times to let me see you again. I beg you, please give me a chance to make amends.
There's no going back. All the harm has already been done. We can never be siblings again.
Karma. It's all karma. If I hadn't spoiled my daughter, Woods Group wouldn't be bankrupt. My sister suffered, and I lost everything, but didn't even get any sympathy from Yara. President Hogan, Mrs. Hogan, I'm sorry. I know I was wrong.
Apologizing now? Don't you think it's too late, Chairman Woods?
I know no matter what I do, I can't make up for what I've done. The only thing I can do now is to make myself and my daughter paying the price for my mistakes. Mr. Hogan, Chloe, don't worry. I'm turning myself in. I'll confess everything to the police. Secretary Hurst, could you come outside for a moment?
Sure.
Mom, don't be too sad.
Don't worry, I'm fine. You and Ethan have a long life together. Seeing you happy is my greatest comfort.
Auntie Joan, Sean has been taken away by the police. Before he left, he signed an agreement, transferring the remaining assets of the Woods and all its shares to you and your daughter as an apology.
Mom, take it. The Woods still has a foundation, I'll assist you later, to revive the company.
Okay, Chloe, this compensation, I'll leave to you.
Mom, our family will definitely be happy together from now on.